Hello and welcome to my Purring Quest tutorial for speedrunning. So this is my setup. I like graphics quality on low because I think that improves loading times. But other than that, it's all up to you. Input is, I use default controls. Now I'm going to switch to game view because that's a little bit better. So after you press A through here, you're going to get languages. The fastest language is this one. And the fastest control scheme is double jump, although I haven't really messed with the other one really. So right when you start into a new game, you're gonna notice that this first one takes like 4 paws to get through. So once you load level 1, just exit. And then that way, the next time that you play through, it'll be exited. Or it'll be preloaded, so you won't have to wait for the whole thing. So while it's loading, you want to hold right, and then you just jump over this rat, jump over this, 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 double jump over the rat, jump jump. Yeah, so basically it's just a lot of single jumps, and you just hold right. So this is important. If you fall off, it's not quite as fast. You want to do a single jump. So this is a single jump, and this is a double jump. That's pretty much all the tech in this game. Now this jump's a little bit hard. It takes me some getting used to. But you want to jump from the very edge, and that way you can land right here. And just single jump, and double jump over that, double jump over that. Single jump, double jump that, double jump, single jump. So this part is a little bit tricky for timing wise. If you jump a little too late, you can kind of scrape the edge. If you jump too early, you can have that happen, which isn't good. But really, as long as you're about here. And then for this jump, you might find it a little bit hard to like land exactly in. But yeah, you can double jump like that to kind of make up for it. And if this is too hard for you, you can just fall off, double jump, that's totally fine, shouldn't lose you too much time. And then single jump into this cutscene. So I use controller, and I like to hold down spacebar so that I get fast text, and then mash the A button with controller. And that's the fastest way to get through that cutscene, and then just hold right out of it so that you can instantly move. This part is just a lot more of holding right, and then right when you get here you want to climb sort of up into the right, and then spam jump so that the second that you fall off the vine you'll jump. And that saves having to come up here, I guess, and then just hold right. And now the Rottweiler here, oh wait, he's not there, he's later on. So this part is kind of hard doing a single jump over this. If you want, you can do that. But I'd recommend practicing it a bit. And so that Rottweiler, he's off cycle, but normally when you get here, he sees you right about here. So you can jump over him, and then he'll never catch up to you. It's important to note, double jump does slow you down. Just single jumps. As you can see, I kind of hit that spike. The hitbox is really weird, just trust me on that. So the rad cycle's actually off, but you followed the hole. But normally the rad's gonna be like right about here, so you can jump over and then jump over. Aw, 20 suns. Feels bad, man. So yeah, once you jump off this one, just do a single jump. Actually, him walking away here is normal, but I'm just gonna beat him far away. So, normally on the fast cycle, he's looking away from you about here. about like right here. So the important thing for this is when you swipe, you wait. As long as you wait, you can jump over him. I got caught there. I didn't mean to do that. That's why you don't screw around with the dog, because it does lose you a lot of progress. But now I can show you what the good cycle looks like anyways. Jump, 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 double jump, jump. So the rat was actually on a bit of a different cycle there, so I double jumped. But shouldn't be too big of a deal. So now this last dog, the timing is kind of hard. I'd recommend just wait until he's like right next to you and then spam jump. And that normally works out for me. So for this boss, the timing is actually pretty hard. He's gonna spawn on the right side, so I like to position myself like here, and then you can kinda scratch in front of you. And sometimes you can get 3, I got 2 there. So the timing for the early hit is... I think I was a little bit late there. But it's basically about when it's gonna hit you, you hit. And as long as you have enough health, you should be able to deal with a bad fight. But let's say, oh no, I'm an HP, what am I gonna do? Just jump away, go left, jump up, and fly over there. If he doesn't fly over there, you can kind of kite him over here some more, jump up, kite him around. But the important thing is that if you're over here, and the crow's coming, you can't really hide in this corner, because he actually does have the reach to get you here. But the crow, it definitely takes a lot of practice. I'd say for your first time, just don't kill him, because killing him means that you can't practice anymore. You have to do the whole level over. So 7 health, so just try to get in 6 hits and then reset. Once you get it like this, and then that, you should get it. You can kind of just look at some runs and see about the timing people use. But yeah, and then you get the medallion, so you can kill him up here and then fall down to the medallion. And that way you'll instantly trigger the transition. So for every level, you're gonna start out holding right. Double jump, jump. So the jump, it kind of lets you keep a little bit more momentum than normal. So for this part, you can actually have it be pretty far away and still land. So don't feel like you have to drag it too much. So this part, you kind of jump into this pot. But if you're starting out, you don't have to lose a life if you don't want to. So now these rat dog guys, when I started out, I was really scared of them. And I would double jump. But the thing is that if you double jump, there's a chance that he'll like instantly turn and catch you. So actually this is faster and it's safer, so just always go for single jump, trust me. Another double jump, single jump, single jump. Most pots you're gonna be able to just dunk under. I don't think that. Oh, frick. I was gonna turn off my fan so that I wouldn't have noise pollution. Oh hey, now I can hear the music. That's nice. Yeah, so same strategy as before, just hold spacebar and mash A. That pot will never hit. This pot will, so you want to pause. Again, single jump, double jump, single jump, double jump, single jump. So these frogs are actually pretty tricky. You can just wait for them to hop if you want. Whoops. Or you can try to jump over them. They can be kind of dangerous, but eventually you'll learn like their cycles and whatnot. Yeah, single jump. So yeah, it's kind of just a lot of double jump and then single jump. You can go over this or under, it doesn't matter. You do kind of want to land here though, so that you can single jump. you end up getting hit by a frog, it's not the end of the world. So here you can do the same trick that we do in level 1 to jump up here. You don't want to be too low though, because then you'll miss it. Single jump. So you can single jump over all these things. That's kind of a damage boost type thing. And then there's... that guy's gonna pop up. So I like to do a double jump just for safety's sake. Because he kind of pops up like right when you come, and then double jump over that as well. After this, there's nothing more dangerous. This one is just another double jump. Actually, this could be faster than just walking, I'm not sure. It looks about the same. Okay, so this boss is pretty tricky. This is actually a good teaching TM moment. If you start here and he's here, you can't actually hit him, because the pine cones will always miss, which is why I like to start over here. As you can see, this fight is fairly glitchy. So one thing is, you'll notice I go into idle animation eventually if I keep doing that. That hits pretty rough too. So I like to kind of just jump in place like this. And that way also you'll know that you're gonna hit a thing. Yeah, see, you cannot hit the third spot from the second. It's annoying. But yeah, this way it's pretty consistent, I'd say. And if you want to practice again, you could just do this and die. Actually, does that work? It doesn't work. Alright, just pretend I showed you something bad that can happen. He can spawn in the second spot, and I can kind of screw you, but you just kind of have to learn which holes work and which ones don't. This is kind of just more standard stuff, you know, jump over the pit bull, jump over the rats. Small optimization, you can single jump here. I think if you fall down, it doesn't lose any time. Actually, it might lose a little bit of time. So yeah, jump there. So for this part, you can just run under. So this part is actually really sketch. As you saw there, I actually got hit towards the start of my second jump. If you're rising, the bird poop will stop you, which can lead to resets if you're unfortunate in the timing. These breaks are kind of annoying, but they're kind of nice. So yeah, just whenever you're on a high platform, you just want a single jump. This guy's facing away, you can just do that. If you're fast, I don't think he's facing away. Oh, and I think you want to double jump here so that you can single jump off this. Oh, whenever you land from a double jump, you come to like a complete stop when you hit the ground. But when you're in a single jump, you don't get that stop, which is why it's so strong. But when you fall off, you lose just a little bit of time, because you get like a slight bit of deceleration. So you basically always want to go for a jump. These guys, you can just single jump over, they're not too rough. Just like that. And it doesn't really matter if you get hit by this pot, you'll just lose a life. But this stage lives do matter, I'd say, a lot. Yeah, you can see there I got totally shafted. Normally with the cycle this guy's on, you have to palm, but it's not too much of a... Yeah, so you gotta like palm here and then jump over. It's not too much of a difference. This can be single jumped. Timing can be a little difficult. If you want, you can just do that. Doesn't lose too much time. So when you get here, you want to immediately start climbing and holding up. The climb button is a RB on controller, or on Xbox controller anyways. So as you can see, I have 5 health. If you have lower health, you can be more concerned about taking damage. You can see I kind of waited for that poop to be out of the equation before I made that jump. So these guys, if you hit them, it does mess up platforming. The patrolling guys, but the flying birds don't really matter. Here, I'll die so I can show it again. Oops, I didn't die. I think this can be single jumped, yeah. It's pretty scary. I'd go for double jumps just because this part does scare me a bit. Also, if you want, you can jump off and die. It's kind of funny. Because you got the win condition, but it still kills you. Anyways, I'm just gonna die here one more time, just to see, Oh no, I died. So if you want, you can just grab that checkpoint and then go back and die to like the pitbull or something. And then that way you can be full health for this part, which makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to worry so much about unavoidable damage like that. I'd say if you have like 3 lives, you should be fine most of the time. That's what I'd aim for anyways. For the actual vine movement, here I'll show you again. I think the hitbox is, yeah, it's fairly lenient right there. So I wouldn't worry too hard. Is the music loud enough? It feels kind of quiet. That looks good on OBS. The thing is that whenever I click off, it's like, it freaks out. I don't know why. Stops playing the music. Some games are like that. Again, just hold right for whenever the loading screen stops loading. This part, rat dog, rat, and then rat dog. That's how I remember that. But they're all just single jumps, just hold right. Doesn't really matter if you get hit by those pots or not, because lives don't matter in this level. I'd say the first 3 levels they do matter, especially if you don't have the crow fast kills down. That whole area is kind of self-explanatory. So once it's done, if you're mashing A, you're gonna immediately jump, which lets you move a little faster. I don't know if it's really that big a deal, but I don't know, you might as well do it. So you can do the gaming strat, which is where you do that, or you can just push it. You get the same cycle, so it literally doesn't matter. Oh wow, I died. Yeah, for some reason this game about a cat has fall damage. Don't question me, I was not involved with that decision. Also, you have 7 lives instead of 9, and that really bothers me. Just so you know that about me. Nothing really much to be said about this part, just kinda jump. You can do early jump if you want there. You want to hold right. If you hit that brown guardrail, it will slow your speed down. So you don't want to hit it. It doesn't really matter if you're early here or not, because this old lady will be annoying. For some reason, whenever you touch her, it acts like a dog and it sends you back to the checkpoint. I don't know why it does that. So if you want to be a cool world record guy, you can do that. Or you can do this and you make the same cycle. So I'd say don't worry about it. Just do it slow, who cares? I actually forgot what to do there for a sec. This is a pretty nice skip there. Normally it would have you doing this, I guess, and then doing that. Or something? Or is it like... I guess it expects you to come from here and then get it out of the way just to do that? Seems kind of bizarre though. Anyways, you go from there and you can do kind of a smooth motion to get all the way up through here and jump up here. So it's important to note this A does not actually exist, you'll fall through. So that's why you'll see me jumping over it. And the cycle's pretty lenient, so you can double jump even if you want to. The T and the S are both solid, as is the C. I'm not sure. I think it's just because the way the A is, it looks like it wouldn't be solid. But who really knows? So yeah, if you do it all right, you should catch the same cycle every time. And that's just all about how fast you can do that last jump. The faster you take it, the more time you'll save. So all I have to say about this is hit it a little late. If you hit it a little late, you'll always hit it. But if you hit too early, you're screwed. Like here, like, yeah, see? But if you hit it too late, you're totally fine. I'm intentionally hitting it late and it's still giving it to me. That was super late. But yeah, you get what I mean. It's pretty lenient. You just have to not be anticipating notes or anything and you'll be fine. How low can I get it? That was pretty low. Also, if you get the combined A and X notes, that does count for 2 losses. And you lose if you get 7 the noise things. If you lose, you do have to replay everything. So you can see there that X, that was actually an unintended error. So you do still have to kind of pay attention. But it is a long bit, so if you don't want to fully pay attention, you know, you can let a couple notes go by, no one will sue you. So you have to be really careful when you move to stage 5. Because, watch this. If I press A now, I'll go to the main menu. I held right slightly too long, and it does this. So you'll know, because you'll see that little black bar around the bottom right icon. Here, so like, see, that time I got it. If you do a really short flick, you won't get it. So just be really careful when you go to stage 5. So I'm gonna showcase fast elevator first, but so this is how you do fast elevator. It's a pretty hard strat. I wouldn't really recommend it if you're starting out, but this is the way to do it. And I'll talk about like some of the tricks of doing it after I do it. Yeah, see, I got caught under there. That actually can kind of disrupt the trick. Ooh. Yeah, let's run instead. If this was a run, I wouldn't be getting it. It's important to note before you do elevator skip is that there is no checkpoint here. So if you fail, it's gonna send you back like 20 seconds. But if you want to practice like that, you can just go to map. Whoops. It transferred me back to stage 4 for some reason. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, it kept the checkpoint. Sometimes it keeps the checkpoint. If you want to see what that looks like, just watch my world record and you'll be Gucci. But anyways, once you get here, a single jump over here. That was really awkward. Sometimes, I think there's like a little kind of incline on that climb or whatever. It's important to note this is kind of a good safe strat. You can land on there. But I'll just go back and showcase what's going on here. So when you start out, your intuition is gonna be like, oh, I want to hold right, but you'll just die. Making it with a double jump onto this is pretty hard. You can't. Yeah, it's like unless you really know the loading times, you're not gonna be able to. So just do that and then do single jumps for the rest of them. So this skips this platform. Just more single jumps, double jump, double jump. So the timing for this is about when you see the dust cloud, means that you've landed. So see, a little bit early there, no dust cloud. Now the trick to this is you're holding right so you don't lose momentum. But if you do it from the right timing, you won't lose momentum, and then you can do that and skip that bit. Single jump up to there, double jump up to there. So this part, the reason it trips me up so much is you kind of land on the vent for a second, and then you have to jerk hard right, or hard left, I mean. Perhaps this is... yeah, you can see it gets tricky when you get caught underneath. But yeah, this is the single-handedly the thing that most screws up elevator fast cycle for me. Yeah, you get up here, go over here. This can also be quite tricky. You can see I kind of end up on the side of it. It's very strange. When you're falling, double jump to land on here, double jump over here, single jump. Again, if you're going for not fast cycle, if you're just going for slow cycle, you can just fall out, do this, and that's the safe or slow strat. I don't know. What would you call it? Anyways, yeah, you just come over here. Checkpoint you can grab if you want. Important distinction, the red chairs are solid, the blue chairs aren't. That's basically the only difference between them. When you press Y and you hide in a box, you do get a little bit of a slide. It's important to note that the camera hitbox is kind of not amazing. Doesn't really matter if you do that slow or not, because you're still gonna have to wait here. So the ending is all pretty much cycle based, so you're not gonna be losing time here, no matter what, just like stage 4. But if you watch Lucidus's old world record, you can see he does it kind of slowly and safely. So you can totally do it slow and safe. As you can see, if you do it fast, the camera is just going to be sitting around here anyways. You can be as friendly with that camera as you want. Now, I'm actually not too good at doing this section optimally, because you have to do single jumps for 2 block spaces, which I'm not really comfortable with in runs. But if you get the timing down, you can definitely go for it like there. But in a run situation, I don't think I'd want the risk this late. Lucidus does go for it, his run. Or her run. Anyways, yeah, you just do that and you're done. I wonder if this is solid. Oh, did I trap myself? I actually didn't know what would happen. You die. That's pretty funny, I'll give it to them. If you do get electrified by the electric things, it shouldn't hurt you really. They just do damage, but they don't send you back. Oh, that's kind of nice actually, I might do that in runs. Not the second part, the first part where I just keep hitting ground. It's kind of like the same thing that you do in Graveyard. Yeah, that could work. You can do it twice too. So this jump can be a single jump, this one has to be a double jump, I think. That's the big danger of doing single jumps in this section, is that you'll just be slightly short, and you won't have enough time to react. You can pause buffer, but it's not really useful anywhere. Aside from Crow Boss, if you plan on practicing that. I'd say it's pretty useful in that case, because you can figure out exactly when you want to hit. For the fine crawling section, just stay as far to the right as you can. That's what I'd say. Like I said, this hitbox is pretty generous, so just go for it. And then just hold right until you're at the door and you have beaten the game. Congratulations. I don't know why the slider does that. I think it might be a glitch. Anyways, thanks for watching my tutorial. I think I'll do just one quick run through of the game. Just to kind of remind what's in store. It's kind of nice not to have to talk to the cats. Alright, I'm early, so this dog is, I guess just chilling. I'm not used to that cycle, it's kind of funny. And the rat's all the way over here now. Crazy. This guy's still in the same spot, aren't you, Joker? Yeah, be sure to always wait a second after you hit that dog's ass. That is optimal. Wait till that guy is about in your face. The fish bones and the other collectibles don't really matter for any percent. Anyways, even if you miss that first shot, you should be able to still get 2 hits in. There we go. So yeah, you just want to wait until the bird's like right on top of you, and also be holding left so that you don't fall down. And if you mess up, if you just get hit, you should still be able to kill him if you have all 7 health, because he has 7 health. So yeah, you can see that fight was pretty bad, but I still ended up with 2 lives. As long as you make it there with full health, you'll be okay. And you can always kind of run him around. Oh, I guess no matter what, you get hit there. Sometimes that rat dog won't actually see you and won't turn around if you're a little bit slow. That does kind of make it a bit easier on you, but it can be a little bit off-putting and scary. So just be on the lookout for that. That guy's always in about the same spot, I think, no matter how slow you are. Frogs. Frogs are annoying as hell. You just kind of have to get used to them. Big boy jumps. That was... I don't even understand what happened. Oh, there's a cool trick you can do. If you let a frog land on you and then you climb, you get soft locked. Although I don't really feel like showing that off right now. Anyways, these mole guys are always gonna show up like right in front of you. It's kind of annoying, but if you learn where they're gonna be, you should be fine. Hopefully they won't spawn in the third spot. Yeah. As you can see, that's also pretty easy. Whoops. Sometimes the pine cones don't work for whatever reason. You kinda wanna do it a little bit early so that it'll instantly hit them. Also, you can hit 2 in one cycle and make it faster, but you kind of need good luck for that. You can see just how weird the arcs are sometimes. So like, if you're standing inside a dust cloud, I think you can hit and then back off and then hit a different one. So I'll try to demonstrate on the next phase. Yeah, see, you can do that. Pretend I hit something with either of those. Yeah, if I was fast enough, I could have hit 2 of them. And that does make it a phase faster. You have to get kind of lucky for that, though, I suppose. I haven't really tested it out very heavily yet. Oh, one more thing for the crow fight that I actually forgot is if you press claw and then jump, you can do both of them. Although I don't think that's quite consistent enough to be useful. You could find some use for the tech, maybe, if you really wanted. I can't really think of anything. So yeah, you saw there, I was rising for my second jump, the pot stopped it and I fell. You have to be a bit careful of that. Also, this pigeon here, he is basically invisible behind that fountain. So you have to be really careful when you get to that point because you want as many lives as you can for the tower. In fact, if you really want, I think you have the box at this point. When you get to the second pigeon wave, you can just box and wait it out. That's totally fine. So as you can see, the box is pretty good for me. When I started out, it was very inconsistent. I'm not sure what changed about it, but I think it might have been switching to low quality mode. It's definitely very hard to play when it's unstable like that. I just wish I knew exactly what I did that changed it. I think I may have messed around with inputs, so you could try that out. Look at this. It is really having a lot of enemies here for me. I'll try doing a single jump there just for funsies. It's kind of cool. Oh, this is solid, so whatever you do, don't get stuck there, because that is not good at all. Back to level 4. So yeah, just always hold right, except for level 5, because if you hold right there, you'll die. As long as you remember that, you should be good. If you really want, you could probably not get hit by that, but it doesn't really matter. I just realized it's gonna be a different cycle now that I don't have to talk to the cats. That guy's still around though. Oh, if you're nervous about getting hit by the water, the iframes protects you basically from getting hit from it in the same cycle. But yeah, just jump in place like I do with the weasel, and that way you won't go into idle. Or you can swing your claw, which is a little bit less scary considering you just end up standing still there. So I'll show you what happens. Kind of just slide. It's not too bad. It's not like the worst thing that could happen. Getting up there is a little bit tricky. You can kind of just spam double jumps to get through that okay. That rat can hit you if you're slow, so I'd recommend a double jump getting off of that. Oh, I think you're supposed to walk off that, not jump. I thought I was doing something wrong. That AC vent, I don't think you can get out of okay, but you might be able to, I don't know. So yeah, this part, just jump as soon as you can. I like the little slide it does. I'll try for one fast elevator cycle and then I'll probably end this. If you need any personal question answered, just come by my stream and I'll help you out. I also have a Discord that I posted in a forum thread on speedrun.com. That was nice. The trampoline is still, it's the scariest part of this. They just feel very inconsistent. But you can kind of get a feel for it. It is noted that if you fall too long, you can die of fall damage on the elevator part. So be super careful if you're getting like a slow cycle or something. So I guess like... Yeah, you can see I was actually rising and it still killed me. It's very strange the way it works in this game. But I'll try to show off the slower cycle that the world record, or that the old world record went for, I guess. Come up, please. Oh gosh, I'm so bad. Frick. I just want to get back to elevator 1, man. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Why is this so hard? It shouldn't be this hard. I think they might have different heights for landing. So let's say I'm catching just some random cycle. I go hunt here, come over here. Whew. I'm rising up and then I get on this thing. And then I ride that all the way up. Yeah, you can see I went into the idle animation. So the reason I jump on the gopher part is because here I go to swipe and it doesn't swipe. That's basically the whole reason. If you want, you can hide behind this plant if you have problems with the box. That was a pretty ballsy Schrodinger slide. I think that's the closest I've ever gotten to the camera. Camera can definitely be tricky. If you want to play it safe around the camera, I would recommend doing that. Playing it safe is always good, no matter what you're doing. Yeah, I wonder... Oh, it still hits you. That would be funny though, if that stopped it. Nice. Oh, it's important to note, going for a swag like that on the first two cameras doesn't matter. It only matters on the third. So that's the only one that actually changes anything. Gosh, that was scary. Also, I didn't really pay attention to the story, so I don't know what the spotlight is about. But I think it does send you back to the checkpoint, so... Yeah, I don't think it's ever caught me. It shouldn't really be a problem. So yeah, just remember, double jumping, it always loses a little bit of momentum. So you don't want to just be throwing it around willy-nilly, but if you want to throw it around to be safe, you'll be Gucci. Thanks for watching my video guide, it's been fun. I have a lot of old runs archived on my Twitch channel. If you want to see those, look at different crow fights or anything. Maybe I should make a specifically crow tutorial. I don't know. I think you just have to get in there and try it out for yourself. That's what fixed it for me anyways. And then for the gopher minigame, just don't hit it to the right, because most of the time that doesn't work. I just noticed the piano playing cat plays a different tune. It's kind of cool. Anyways, I'll see you. This video's been long enough. Bye.